Hello, my name's Professor Brett Davies. Well, how long will your medical power of attorney operate for? Well, powers of guardian, medical powers of attorneys, continue until the day you die. A last will and testament only starts at death, so the power of attorney, whether it be an enduring or in this case a medical power of attorney or will, are mutually exclusive. They never touch each other. So let's say you've created your medical power of attorney and there it sits. It's revoked at death. However, while you are of sound mind, it's always open for you to revoke your medical power of attorney, and just go on to our website. You can do a document which revokes your medical power of attorney. When you are of unsound mind during that time period, obviously you're not sui juris, you're not over 18 of sound mind, and therefore you can't enter into legal agreements and you can no longer revoke your medical power of attorney. Sure, the government can, the tribunals can, but you can't because you've lost mental capacity. So death revokes, you can revoke if you're of sound mind. Now what about the situation where the person that you've appointed the medical power of attorney, they were happy to do it, but now they don't want to do the job. It's a lot of work and it's quite stressful. That's why mostly mums and dads do it for each other and the children then do it. Outside the family, it could be quite crazy to hold a medical power of attorney. There's a lot of obligations there. Well, not crazy, but very loving. So if the person that you've appointed, or persons that you've appointed to hold a power of attorney, because in some jurisdictions, in some states, you can have more than one. If that person decides they no longer want to do the job, they can renounce, provided you're still of sound mind. So they just tell you, sorry, look, Brett, I don't want to do it anymore. You're of sound mind, go and make another one and just leave me out of the whole thing. I'm getting a bit frail, I'm going to live somewhere else, or whatever the reason is. But if you have already been or are currently of unsound mind, then the persons you appoint that have accepted, if they've signed to say they've accepted the medical power of attorney, they can't get out of the job unless they went to court, unless they went to a tribunal. So there's another way for the power of attorney to be revoked. The person you appoint can say they don't want to do the job while you're of sound mind. Now the fourth way of revocation of a medical power of attorney is by the courts, the tribunals themselves saying, no, I'm not having this power of attorney anymore for whatever reason. Maybe they don't like the people you've appointed, maybe the people you've appointed don't live here anymore, they can't be found, or they're just not of good ilk. They're not people that society would like to hold medical powers of attorneys for someone else. Happens very rarely, but it's open for the courts, the tribunal to do that. So medical powers of attorneys can be revoked under those circumstances. If you're in doubt, telephone us and we can give legal advice. When you build this document, you have a summary, you put your credit card details in, you'll get the medical power of attorney as a locked PDF, and together with that you'll get a letter of advice on our law firm's letterhead signed by a partner of this law firm, which will give you advice on how to sign the documents and revocations and things like that. And you can also telephone us anytime as well. That's the advantage of you dealing directly with a law firm. You get legal advice from us, and only a law firm can give legal advice.